comedian of the night? Yes. You guys can do better. Are we ready for the second comedian of the night? Let's give a big round of applause to Ado.
What's up, guys? Y'all look good? For a Tuesday. So guys, I'm kind of new to town. I'm actually a refugee. I'm from a messed up little country called America. That's right. When my parents ditched India 30 years ago to give us a better life, they did not expect me to do the same. I am Indian, yes. I actually left America because there are too many of us. But ever since I was little, though, I have always loved the irony of Americans killing all the people they thought were Indians, only to have the real ones show up like 500 years later. It's a great premise for a horror movie and missed opportunity. That's why one of my favorite holidays has to be Columbus Day. I feel like we should worship that guy, add him to our list of 1,000 gods. Because if he was any fucking good at his job and actually found India and killed us all, I wouldn't be doing this great show for you today. An original mediocre white man. It's easier to be Indian than American, though. Ironically, American stereotypes are not good right now. And it's hard to defend against them too, right? Because all my friends will make fun of me. They're like, oh, America's so crazy. You guys just shoot each other. There's no control. And finally I had to be like, Saeed, you're from Afghanistan. And you're thinking of moving back. So if even you think we're bad, we gotta make some changes, I'll give you that much. I got my very first parking ticket in Munich recently. It's okay, don't worry, I'm fine. It does feel like a cool milestone because I'm at the age where people just start complaining about the government and now I can join in. My parking ticket did smell a little funny though. It smelled like opportunity. Because now guys, anytime I park in the city, I stick that sucker on my own windshield. So any officer walking by is just gonna be like, it's too slow. Now Jurgen's gonna win this week's ticket competition in the office again. If only I was faster, or looked closely to see if it was a photocopy. I hate when people who've never done stand-up give me stand-up advice, and it's always like boomer advice too, like, oh, no, if you get nervous on stage, just picture the audience naked, which is ridiculous. First of all, to get nervous on stage, you have to come into it with some level of self-respect. Have you seen us? Have you seen what we do up here? Not a problem, don't worry about me. Second of all, when I picture my audience, I picture them as coma patients, like a rational person. That way, if you don't laugh, I can be like, oh, you're just fucking brain dead. And if you do, I was so funny I woke you up from a coma. Any couples in the audience I don't on date? Me neither. Oh, there's one. Thank God. My next joke depends on it. What are your names?
Chris.
Cool. How long have you guys been together?
6 years.
Okay. Are you married?
No.
Okay. Chris, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't have a lot of jokes left, so do you want to come up here and, like, I don't know, propose or something?
I like that idea.
Is that I'm not hearing a yes? No? No? You don't want to propose to your girlfriend of 6 years tonight? Chris, why do you make this awkward for literally everyone? Oh my god. I'm sorry, guys. This was not supposed to happen. God damn it. I do speak an Indian language. I speak Tamil with my family. I love it. I'm very proud of it. But just to give you a sense of how we grew up, just like how you've heard, like, oh, Indians wrote a book all about sex, but they never talk about it. We also never talk about love. So it was weird growing up in America when parents would say, like, I love you to their kids, because we don't actually even have, like, a normal everyday word for love. Our closest word is like, to like very much. So we would never hear, like, our moms say, Mommy loves you so much. Because the most emotional thing that my mom ever said to me was, Anu, remember, no matter what happens, Mommy will always like you. Another funny thing about our language, and a lot of Indian languages, is we don't have a lot of normal words for like please, thank you, excuse me, sorry. And it's not because we don't have manners. It's not just because we don't have manners. It's about efficiency, right? Like if you said excuse me every time you bumped into somebody, in a country of 1.5 billion people, we would never get anything else done. Who would run your tech companies? In India, it's weird if you're not touching a stranger at any given moment. It means the person next to you probably just died. That's how you get personal space. Preface this with saying I love men very much. I'm a big fan. I don't care if you're white or mediocre. I will do anything for your validation, probably. But I do find myself getting annoyed when they're immature on social media, especially when it's like very clear they haven't moved on for their exes. It's like every time I log on to LinkedIn, Brad Donovan, ex-Uber, ex-McKinsey, ex-almost Microsoft, but was too hungover for the interview because I was fired by McKinsey. Move on. What will your grandsons think of you one day? So embarrassing. You guys are making me uncomfortable, so I'm going to end on this. As a comedian in Munich, I'm required to make one bit about trains, so here it is. One time, my S-Bahn came on time. I wasn't actually done. One time, my S-Bahn came on time. I thought it was a mistake, and I just didn't get on. My next one came 2 hours later. I'm gonna get the hell out of here. Thank you, guys.